experience more enjoyable. I love Tekken. I love the gameplay. The reason why Tekken I really used to like it was the fast-paced, play two players at home. The online, I had it on the first Tekken on PS3. It might have been DR online. Because I was always a Mishima. I played Mishima Lee, and then I gotta do back two online. Anyway, but the online is really not that bad, but for a Mishima player, it's not great. And then you have it set. Alright, so number one, more accuracy on what you pick for your match opponent. If I get plus minus, I should just have plus one or same. Because plus two is too far. It takes too many wins, and then you end up fighting like a low rank spammer guy who don't know what he's doing. He's a couple ranks lower and just does some stuff. And it just frustrates you. You don't lose a lot of points for it, but it's just. And then once you go down a level, you got to get all these wins again instead of just getting one win and go back. So that needs to be balanced because that's stupid. And the whole ranking system is just dumb. Period. And then they stick you at number two. Turn on the warm-up dummy. I've been tweeting them about this. Like, how hard? Alright, so what is the point of just Moko Jin not being there, right? They took the time to program every character into the warm-up for online, but they don't move, right? They just sit there. And you can't even set them to block. It should just be on, like, you should have knee. You should record knee like the way the Ghost used to be, and just have someone that's extremely crazy good, You should have the best of every character in the world, have a Ghost, and that's who you fight in warm-up. Right? You fight everyone's Ghost in warm-up. So that's three, but that's going into more of the online picking your opponent thing. Definitely they need to fix the way And they need to fix the way you connect to people and what bars you get. I only want to play blue bar matches that don't go down the green at all, and that's still not as good as offline, but it's pretty close. And I'm not a fighting game guy. I haven't played a million fighting games online, but I've been playing Tekken since it came out. 4 is higher reward for execution. We're just going to go practice. So, alright, so Akuma his moves don't have the execution, but to do the moves in a row, quarter circles and jumps. I don't even know how his combos work. So, Akuma's reward for a jab, or just a low kick hitting you, is he gets to launch you and combo you across the whole screen, which is like 5 and 6 we're going to get to. He gets to combo you across the whole screen because a jab. Right? It's online. So, and the other thing is the guarding is not as snappy, so they should figure out a way to where when you stand up, because a lot of times I get let go of whatever button and I still get hit. Like if I'm holding down back and I go to slide up, I get hit a lot, and it's just because of the ping, which is unavoidable. But it should definitely show you, well, it's going to show you if you have a Wi-Fi opponent. But the games on PS4, at least on PC, even when I'm watching people play, they might even not have their settings up high. But they might not have their settings up high. But you can just see it's running so fast online. It's like running like offline. And then that's the other problem with the warm-up, right? That's the other problem with the warm-up is you're sitting there playing with the perfect. You can't turn on the input delay, and then you get on a game with input delay when you're just doing electric wing god fist on the perfect frame. Right? Alright. I never played Shaheen. I might have played him a game, But let's take a look at one of Shaheen's combos, which people can do auto combos. How you can do auto combos in ranked, and it doesn't stop after Grandmaster. So that's like all, was it number 4? One number 4, I don't have a script. So number 4 is definitely gotta fix the online. It's all broken. Alright, so let's take a look at, alright, so this is a 3-star combo. Let's see if I can do it in a second. While standing, stealth step. Alright, so that's a 71 damage combo. What is stealth step? Is that down forward X? Down forward. What is stealth step? Alright, so I don't know what this is. Down forward, triangle. X down forward. Alright, X and then hold down forward. Alright, so you just have to hit it down forward there, and there's plenty of frames in there to do it, right? And then you're plus 10, so... Wait. What? Wait. A jab hit, counter hit, wait. Whoa! That is pretty cool tech. I've never seen anyone talk about that. A jab's guaranteed if that hits, and then you... So it's X down forward. It counter hits, but plus 12. But it doesn't really counter hit launch. But it counter... Oh, it's because counter hits on. Gives you plus 12. That could lead into another free something if it can reach. Alright, so... But... So that's how you learn how to wave dash with him. I just learned it that quick, right? So... While rising, down forward, triangle, hold down, back triangle, and then during the stealth step again, the down forward, you gotta do that, and then the forward forward. That actually looks pretty hard. Alright, I'm not gonna lie. That's definitely that hard. Okay. So, but there's no just frames in there that, you know, I'm sure the windows, because of the way his character is designed, it makes those combos very easy. Now, I just want to point out something about Kazuya also, because I don't understand why they did this, right? So for some reason, every screw move of Kazuya that hits mid is a 2-hit, right? So you got down forward 1-4. You got down forward 1, down forward 1. Wait, down forward 1-4. So you got down forward 1-4. Then you got back 2-1, which the hitbox on, or back 2, yeah, back 2-1. Which if you delay it, the hitbox gets bigger for the first. If you delay the second hit somehow a couple frames, it makes a bigger hitbox for juggles. And I see people hit crazy, but they're like Mishima crazy pros, right? That can do 4 electrics into back 2-1 now. So off of perfect electric, and it's crazy damage. So, all right, but then the other part, like Kazuya and all the Mishras, and anyone who has the wave dash animation with a just frame. But Harangue is not dependent on his just frame skyrocket. But this is hard. You gotta do it 5 times. Just frame. Dashes. In between. 6 times is the combo. But it's 71 damage. Okay? I know he has the perfect electric. And it's the electric when God Fist. It has to be godly. Like, the electric used to just crush all kind of shit. And, like, in a neutral, you know, maybe not hit low, but hit some lows in the face, because it goes right in their head. It's crazy. Alright. So that's it. Just more reward for execution. If, you know, like, maybe not Kazuya isn't the best example for that, but there's a lot of execution, and they're like, maybe it should be more damage. They should tone down just the combos in general. That's my next thing. The combos, no one wants to get thrown across the screen. I'd rather get killed by 2 quick combos that did more damage than get put across the screen forever. You know what I mean? And the next thing is the level design. They should at least do a few. They should at least do a few Tekken 4. Even just bring back the Tekken 4 stages, like the jungle. There's like so many places you could go in the jungle. Like you could be over here, it's wide open, and there's like around the corner, and there was like a little thing. I don't know why that didn't continue. No other games picked up on it either. Like Street Fighter never introduced like a slope. I mean, Smash maybe, but that's not even the same because it's a 2D and it's like a whatever. You know, it's a multi-level. And then more game modes, but it's a fighting game, so what game modes? Like, I mean, you should add them as a DLC maybe later and have the devs work on it a small bit if you bring back Tekken Force or something like that. But the team battle needs to be there, and there needs to be like tag mode should never be taken out. But I don't think it should be like Dragon Ball Z tag mode or even how the tag assault. You should be able to play tag, but it shouldn't be the main thing of the game because you already have all that stuff built, and we don't need all those characters. Which brings me to my next thing. So wait, yeah, well that's good for that part, yeah. And the next thing, just like, I mean, a lot of the characters have been around that are in the game for a long time, and none of them are the same now. Is the crazy part. It's like, and some people share moves and animations, but it's not even for how big the game is. They don't share that many animations for real. They really don't. There's not that many animations that they share that aren't generic moves, right? So the game without Kazumi's great. Great. She's pretty easy, good combos, great wall carry. Could you imagine a game without Lee? Even though Lee's in the bottom of usage, the game without Lee wouldn't be good. Eddie, I mean, I can deal with Eddie because my buddy used to play only Eddie, and my anti-Eddie is just still in my muscle memory from when I used to play. We don't. All right, so the Bears shouldn't take up 2 spots. This should be an outfit, and they only really did that because of the stupid rage art, which is a one ahead that should be removed or one time because it, or have execution attached to it. The rage drive has execution attached to it for some people, and then also the rage art should only be one button because it messes up inputs. Like if I'm trying to do Kazuya's wave dash grab at the end and I don't want to do my rage, I end up doing the rage. Or laws is something like 1 plus 2, and then that. So let's just run through this real quick. So, I mean, even for season 4, like look at this. None of these people are the same though, except for Gigas and Marduk. And I mean, these 4 are the same, but the game's been based around this the whole time. So it's kind of fucked up that the Mishimas take up, if you did 20 people, they'd be a quarter of the cast, because that's how Tekken 4 was, so that's how everyone... So if you played Tekken 4, you probably paid Mishimas more, but back then, who knew about wave dashing and that if he wasn't, like, checking Tekken on the computer, which, it was mostly frame data, not a lot of videos back then, so who could just get the frame data? I think until you get to certain ranks also, and the way the ranks work and the way how bloated this is, that's what makes it even harder. Like, and then there's such a slope of who gets used. So you got your like top 10 used characters, which are like like 20 times more. They're just so much more used. Like Paul's first, so you can't take Paul out. Kazuya, he'll never be gone. What are they gonna do about with Hayachi? Like, Kazuya with the devil is perfect. Jin, I don't think Devil Jin should exist. I think it would be cool as hell if Jin switched to devil. And they should let the devil, if you switch to devil, you should be able to keep it until you die. Right? Yeah. If you switch to devil, like, because you only get this little baby piece of life with devil, and all you really get is a mid-electric that's really powerful. Like, everything else is super punishable. And, yeah, everything else is really punishable. His health sweep isn't enough faster. Nothing's faster, nothing's faster. Alright, so Asuka. A lot of people probably have Jin. Like, Asuka been there forever, but, you know, like, June should be Asuka. I don't know. They just did that for the story and then made Asuka. She wasn't in Tekken 4 and then Asuka, so whatever. Shaheen, Claudio, and who's the other? Katarina? Alright, so Katarina could go. Raven got to stay. Miguel been there for a while. He could stay. Bob. I mean, Bob isn't really played. He's very powerful. He has a real flow chart that even though he's easy Mishima, he has an easy flow chart. But he got to beat her. Brian got to beat her. Brian got to beat her. Yotsu always beat her. But Kim and see, but what they could do is make alternate versions of the characters, the other versions. So you could put like the way. Oh, there you go. That's how you reduce the cast and keep everyone, right? You just do different fight versions, like Mortal Kombat does, and you can have not variations, but just two variations. So you could have Ninja, which would be, you know, I mean, I guess it would still be the same with the roster, but it was a good idea. Dragunov, he could stay. A lot of people play him. King got to beat her. Steve got to beat her. Harang got to beat her. Gonru doesn't have to be there. I used to be able to play him, and I had a couple combos with him in Tekken. I don't remember which other one. I know he was in Tekken Tag, and I used him like, I don't know. Zafina been around. She's pretty cool. But this just goes to this is like, you have to have defensive execution to play her, especially, and then the people don't play online like the pros play. If you try to backdash and do all this, they're still just gonna mash buttons and negative you, and you try to backdash out and just That's it. That's the one. And oh, that was another one. Number 46. I don't know, number 12. Scaling damage per round. So if someone just keeps health sweep, so you should be able to get like, if someone's on the ground getting up, well, whatever. Just if you keep doing the same move that requires, and it should go by execution. So if I'm doing electrics and that's the move, that's, you know, it's key to Kazuya, not so much other Mishimas, but so if I do it 20 times, it might do less damage or not launch as high. Or that would be dope if the more they did moves with Lex execution, and they would have to hit. So it wouldn't be like spamming. If they hit you with the same move, it does scale damage. But it will go by the execution. So if you do an electric, maybe it goes down, you know, like 1% per electric. But for Leroy or Fakaram, who has a hell sweep, that's just one button and it knocks you down, and they get a mix up. You know, they do the health, it goes down, down, down per match. That would be cool as hell. And you don't even get to see it or know about it. It's just built in, and you don't get to see the numbers. Like, it's a secret. All right. Julia, I say she would stay because she's really good in this game. She's always been really good. I want to start. That's probably who I'm going to pick up once I get where I want to. Because Marduk, he could stay. Anna and Nina would have to stay, but that would be like an alternate version thing, right? Yeah, that would be an alternate version because a lot of the characters used to be really close to the same, but they're so different now that you could do that and it just be a different character version. Geese, probably not coming back. Akuma could actually stay. If it was between him and Eliza, I would rather Eliza would stay because she's the Tekken original character, and they could even, you know, model her more after Akuma would be a good idea. Katarina can go, Josie can go, because now there's Fakaram, so Josie's useless. Paul's gonna be there. Claudia, whatever. Lucky Chloe can go. And Lucky Chloe's too strong, right? You miss something and you go to hit her with a low and she hits that back thing. She has some really powerful hit. Lars would stay, Ling would stay, the Bears would be a different version. you could put all three capos behind Eddie and give them a little different variation. You know, get like y'all made some money this time, Tekken, so spend some money and make it good. Oh, next one. Korean backdash cancel. It should be changed to the wave dash backwards. So it'd be just once you hit back and neutral and down, down, back, you know, it would be, which it would just be, it'd be like much smoother, and then everyone would know how to do the motion of the wave dash, and it would make the game better if everyone knew the, you know, the wave dash. It would just be backwards. So, like, cause the Korean backdash on the stick, like this is, I'm doing what the Korean backdash is, but forward. And I can do it easier on this side, which it actually, I back up faster. And I mean, it's fast enough to get them first couple dashes out of there. I don't need to dash across the whole screen. But the point being, alright, so let's look at Chloe's overpowered moves. Watch this, counter hit, boom, boom, counter hit. It's just this. Why? Did you hear that? There was like a fucking crowd. Alright, but look at that damage just off the beginning. 45, 57, boom. And then that's 65 to right there. And that's why the combos are kind of stupid too, because then you gotta do some super hard execution at the end to get the 4 extra damage. You know, it's like, yeah, let me get that extra electric for the 5 damage. And that's, and then she has that other lift up kick thing. I don't know what the buttons are. Look at that. It's just, and she's just all buttons. Yeah, she has a loop. Hop kick. Some other kick. That other kick. I thought I was doing that. Look at that, like that's crazy. 15 frames. Oh, that's Eddie's like launcher. What a kick. 15 frames and then the first hit. The first hit is The first hit is They don't even call it hell sweep. It's so dumb. That ain't the move. So then what was that? I mean, yeah, at the range, you know, and then if you know the move, boom, that's pretty good. Real nice low touch move. And then the second one comes out fast enough that, how negative, I can't see his negative. But look at that. And then you can do that backflip thing or something. How do you do that flying kick? I mean, that little down kick, 16 frames. It's not a health sweep, but lacking. She got all mix ups in there. And that's a screw move. Where's that kick move? And she's got that Lily move. 17 frames. Frame power cut. How fast that come up? A little bit faster. Plus 13, that's free something. Huh. That's free something. You got something for free right there. Oh, that thing's fucked up too. Goes under the high and a little bit of mid. And that's the one that crushes you into the big combo. Bam! Boop! Look at that. 58! 3 hit to start the combo. Probably more on counter hit. How fast is it? 6 and 11. 6 frames. 6 fucking frames. Wow. 6 and 11. So she whiffs the next one. The next one's coming out stupid fast. That's a great mix-up. It's so fast. Where's the flying man? And then she got the Wild Rising joint. Oh. Plus 15. Into that launcher for free. See, that's the execution I'm talking about. Right? So with Kazuya, you can get that with, you can get electric after back 4, I think. Maybe. I do it in practice, even if it's on, you know, lets me do it. But I heard there's guard frames or something. I don't understand what guard frames are all the way. Where's the fly in the air kick thing? That thing. Where's that fucking move? I've seen people do it in damn combos. Nope. 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 Where's that fly in the air move? Anyway, we saw the one that was 58 damage, that's fine. And just going back to look at this. That's about the end of this. It went a little bit longer because I started looking at the little overpowered things, and lucky Chloe, and she can go bye-bye. 6 frame back turn launcher that does 58 damage.
Welcome to the King of Iron Fist Tournament 7.
Hayachi could be gone, but what are they gonna do with his moveset? Give it. Can't really take it. Can't really give it to Kazumi. Noctis won't be there. All these guys probably. These guys will be there, but super balanced. There's no way they're gonna let them be where they are. 1 second 8. Negan won't be there. Armor King might be there, but you can pretty much wipe all this top row except for Zafina. These 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, so that'd be you could do 40 guys and have one other person here. Like, they really need to bring Roger back. That would be my last thing. You could have 40 guys, you double up the Bears, and then that's it. I mean, you could do like Josie and Falcon Rom variations. They could do some variations with these guys, I guess. I don't know. But it's just, like, you got, like, this Mortal Kombat wasn't nowhere near this when it started, and it's much simpler of gameplay. And it's not easy gameplay, but it's simpler in terms of what needs to happen in the match and moving around. Even though you can move in the foreground, people don't even do that a lot. So if you're in the lower ranks and you're trying to do that and learn that way, it's really hard. The rank really probably destroyed my game because you're just used to a whole bunch of other stuff. I just wish they made it more consistent to where you could just rank up and only fight your rank or one rank ahead of you, and make sure your connection, you could set it to a ping level that you want to set it to, because that it's like 2020. We should have so much more control of games than we do, and we get such generic options. Like, put the time into it, man. But great game. Tekken 7 is great. It was balanced until Leroy came, really. Except for Akuma, nothing was crazy. But great job, you guys. I know I cussed you out about bunch about the stupid about the turning the warm-up dummy on. That shit's huge. Turn on the fucking warm-up dummy, please, guys. Nobody wants to sit there and just fight the warm-up dummy and get nothing from it. Like, why not get some experience from it, right? GG's, Tekken 7. GG's.